been so low for so long. Nobody's singing the harmony. Up there just me and my shadow. No bass, no guitar, no timbre. 'Cause I don't wanna be a one-man band.
G'day guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play One Man Band by Old Dominion, which is an awesome country song and has some really cool guitar parts to learn. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitar0tohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve on your guitar, then sign up to Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. For the basics of this song, you'll need your guitar in standard tuning and you will need a capo on the 6th fret of your guitar. Alright, let's jump into the lesson. Alright, so let's start with the main verse riff. In terms of finger picking, our thumb will take care of the 6th, 5th and 4th strings, and our index, middle and ring finger will take care of the 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings respectively. Ideally, they shouldn't pluck any other strings other than the ones being assigned to. Now, all the guitar tones you hear have been recorded with the Boss Katana. If you want to find out more, there's a link in the description below. You can also play this on the acoustic guitar as well, so it's not just for the electric, but it does sound better on electric in my opinion. So we're going to start with a C shape like this. So your index on the 3rd fret of the 5th string relative to the capo, ring on the 5th of the 4th string, and pinky on the 5th of the 2nd string. And you want to leave the 3rd string open. So there's just one line of tab here, and let's break it up into 4 sections. So for the first section, we have 8 notes here. So we go 5th, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd. That, and then we're going to end with 4th, 3rd, 2nd. So those 8 plucks in total. Now the second section is identical, except the last note is the 4th string as opposed to the 2nd string, but every other note is exactly the same. So this is the second section. And the first bar in total. For our second bar, we're going to change shapes. So your index and ring finger come down 1 string. Our picking pattern differs a little bit here too. So for this 3rd section, we're going to go 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then end on the 2nd. So that chunk in total. Then for our final chunk, we're going to go 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 2nd, 1st string, and then 4th, and then you lift your ring finger and hit the open 3rd string. So that final chunk sounds like this. And in total, the verse riff sounds like this. And you just repeat that again and again for the verse. Next we get to the pre-chorus, which has 2 lines of tab. We're going to start with a D minor shape, but you're going to keep your index finger up here first. So you're going to pluck the 4th string, then 3rd, 2nd, 1st string, but hammer on your index finger. And then we go 2nd, 3rd, and that's it for the D minor. Then we go to an A minor chord and you're plucking the 5th, 4th, and 3rd and 2nd together. So that bar. For the next bar, we're doing the exact same thing with the A minor. But then you're going to lift all your fretting fingers, hit the open 5th, and then pluck the open 3rd and 2nd together. And then back to the 5th. And then with your index finger, just come down onto the 1st fret of the 2nd string and pluck the 3rd and 2nd strings together. So that second bar. And then for the second line of tab, we're going to do the D minor again, up until the hammer on. And then you're going to pluck the 3rd string, where your middle finger is, pluck it and slide up to 4th. And then with your index finger, hit the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So that final bar. So in total, the pre-chorus sounds like this. Next, we get to the chorus, which has 2 lines of tab here. For our first line of tab, we're going to start with an F chord shape like this. It's an easy F chord, so just ring on the 3rd fret of the 4th, middle on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and indexes barring across the 1st fret of the 1st and 2nd strings. You're going to start by hitting the 4th string, and then the 1st and 2nd together, and then the 3rd string. And then after that, there's just a muted slap. So you just drop the side of your thumb onto the strings to mute everything. Then you're going to lift your middle finger and we're going to pluck the 2nd and 3rd strings together. So that sounds like this. And then we go to a G chord and then you're going to pluck the bass note, which is the 6th string, then the 1st and 2nd together, and then 3rd, and then the muted slap. And then we end by plucking the 2nd and 3rd again. So that will sound like this. And the first bar in total. Then for a second bar, we're going to go to a C chord, but you're only going to pinch the 5th and 1st strings together. Then we go G/B chord. So it's the same as a G, but you only really need to hit these 2 strings. We're going to pluck the 5th and 2nd strings. Then we go to an A minor, pluck the same strings. And then there's a quick run of 5 notes here to end this bar. So it's 4th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So that's second bar. And in total for this first line of tab. That's repeated through 3 times, and then for the 4th line of tab, we play this F chord up until the muted slap, and we're going to pluck the 3rd and 2nd strings together, and then lift all those fretting fingers and pluck those 3rd and 2nd strings another time. So the final line tab, like that. And that's it for the chorus. Now for the guitar solo, in terms of rhythm, we're just playing the first line of tab that's in the chorus, so nothing new to learn there. Then we get to the bridge, which is 2 lines of tab. Now we're going to start with an F major 7 here, so it's the same as our F, but your 1st string is ringing out, so your index is no longer barring across the 1st and 2nd. We're going to pinch all those strings together, and then we go and slide this whole shape up 2 frets, but our index finger comes up to the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And then we're going to an A minor shape like this, and you're going to pluck the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 3rd strings. And with your ring finger, come onto the 3rd fret of the 4th string, pluck that, open 3rd, lift your ring finger, 4th string, 3rd string. So that bar. And then we go to a D minor shape, and you're going to pluck 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, and 1st string, but hammer on your index finger. And then finally, we have this G kind of chord shape here. So ring on the 3rd fret of the 6th, and then pinky on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And your index finger needs to go on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. You're going to pluck the 6th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and then lift your index finger and pluck 3rd and 2nd together. So that's it for the bridge, which sounds like this in total. And that's all the rhythm parts you need to learn for this song. So now I'll teach you how to play the lead guitar. So we're going to start on the 5th fret of the 1st string with your index finger. You're going to pluck that and quickly hammer on and pull off to the 6th fret. And then we're going to slide down to the 3rd fret of that 1st string. So that's all in one quick motion like this. Now that's not actually played on the 1 beat, it's played on the end beat after the 2, so it's 1 and 2 and... Now our next little run is a hammer on pull off from the 3rd to the 5th, like that, and then you pull off again to the open 1st string, so like that. And that's actually played on the 4 beat, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then for our next phrase, we go onto the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. We're hammering on and pulling off to the 5th fret again, and sliding down to the 1st. So that's all in one quick motion as well. Notice how I only pluck that once. Then we go back to the 3rd fret of that 2nd string, back to the 1st fret, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then pluck the open 3rd string and hammer on to the 2nd again. So that run in total. And in total for the first line of tab. For our second line of tab, we go up to the 2nd fret of the 4th string. You're going to pluck that and hammer onto the 3rd fret. And then the open 3rd string. So 2nd fret and 3rd fret of the 3rd and 2nd strings. You're going to pluck both those strings and hammer on your ring finger onto the 4th fret. Then lift it, pluck those 2 strings again. So, and you're going to do that twice. So that bar. Then you go to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Have your middle finger here ready to hammer onto the 2nd fret. So we're going to pluck those 2 strings. Then lift your middle finger and pluck those 2 strings again. Then your ring finger comes onto the 5th fret of the 5th string. Pluck that and slide up to the 7th. And with your index, hit the 5th fret of the 3rd. And then you're going to pluck that 3rd string again and slide back down to the 5th. And then 3rd fret of the 5th string. And then 4th fret of the 3rd. And then go 1 fret up to the 5th. And that ends our solo. So that's second line of tab in total. And in total for the solo. So those are all the parts you need to learn for this song. A really fun song to play on the electric guitar. So now I'll be playing through the song in its entirety. I'll have a vocal track on top for some context as well. A big thanks to my friend for lending his vocals for this playthrough. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice play along to and see how you go.
So long for so long, nobody singing the harmony. Up there just me and my shadow. No bass, no guitar, no tambourine. And I found you
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to head over to guitar0tohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve on the guitar, then sign up to Guitar0toHero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. It means the world if you could hit that like button, hit subscribe, click the little notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on my updates. Please leave your thoughts, comments, questions, and requests down below, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar0toHero. Cheers.